Saigon City, now known as Ho Chi Minh, is one of the largest cities in Vietnam. Aside from the beauty of this country, the food scene is one of the best and cheapest for travelers. The city is crowded and the weather is humid, but if you can brave the uncomfortable moisture and avoid being run over by one of the thousands of motorbikes and cars here, you can explore and find some amazing gems in this city. Growing up in Southern California, we have an abundance of options for international cuisine, and Vietnamese food is no exception. So naturally, as visitors to this foodie-centric country, we had to try the staple foods as well as the trendy ones. We walked over to a place called Cafe Apartments on Nguyen Hue Street in Saigon to try the egg coffee. The Cafe Apartment is a tall building filled with little shops and cafes, so we knew we would be able to find at least one place that would have this delicious drink we read about. The cafe we went to was small but clean, with just a couple of ladies working. The ladies were very kind and helped us with the menu.
Okay, I will let you recommend. The best seller in here is this one, and this one.
Which one?
This is a rice noodle.
Yeah, just noodle.
Yes, eat with grilled pork. And on the piece here, rice cake.
Oh, rice cake.
Two kind of rice cake. The rolling in a steamer rice cake. You can see the picture like this.
Okay.
And you can eat with the spare shrimp or grilled pork. And the spare shrimp for this rice cake is better than this. This is better than. And the soft timber silly noodle like this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and the same you can eat with grilled pork or shrimp.
So this cafe, we're getting egg coffee. It's on the way. So egg coffee, they use coffee, egg yolk, condensed milk, and sugar. Never had it before, but it's definitely popular here, so we're getting that. And they have food here, so I have to get food. So this is it's like noodle rice cakes all wrapped up with pork and like fish sauce and peppers, and everything's super good. It's really good. And like the coffee was a little over $1 each. This whole meal is like $3. So super affordable and super tasty, and everyone here is like super friendly. So far, it's a pretty awesome city.
The egg coffee is strong, and you can barely taste the egg inside, but it was definitely worth its hype. Our next stop, we head over to a neighborhood where you will only find locals hang out and local mom and pop shops making food from scratch right outside the restaurants. We only heard about this place because it was recommended by our Airbnb host. Otherwise, we would have never watched this place. It's literally a hole-in-the-wall restaurant with no signs. You just have to know where to go and hope they are open when you get there. We were fortunate that they had just opened the doors the moment we walked up to the door. The elderly ladies working there spoke very little English, and of course, our Vietnamese is non-existent. It was convenient that they had English on the menu, but the fact that the elderly ladies spoke no English, even pointing at the menu to place our orders, was still a challenge. This place is known for their noodle soups, so even on this hot and muggy day, we didn't hesitate to come in for some authentic bowl of noodles made fresh by hand. The soups were seasoned just right. The shrimp in my soup were cleanly peeled and very plump to be called shrimps. Accompanied soup with some Saigon beer to help cool you down a bit, and this was the cheapest $15 we've ever spent for all 5 of us. If you want to do some shopping, head over to the market where you can haggle your way around to get your favorite gifts, souvenirs, and clothing. And when the hunger strikes, walk over to one of the food stalls and get some quick and cheap eats. Most of the stalls will sell almost the same dishes, so just find one with seats, grab a seat, grab a beer, and enjoy. United States may have created McDonald's, but one of our favorite things to do is to visit McDonald's in other countries because they always have something that caters to the locals, so it's a fun way to see what they have to offer. They had a rice dish that included rice, meat with an egg. This is supposed to be comparable to the rice dishes they serve in typical Vietnamese restaurants. The portion was small as expected, but it was a nice little light snack in between heavy meals. There are plenty of places to eat if you find yourself wandering the city. The cheapest spots will always be the little sidewalk food vendors cooking right there in front of you. Like this place that serves just rice dishes. It was $2 a dish and the portion was just about right. Or you may find yourself sitting inside a large restaurant still with decent price points, like this place where we had some delicious pho. No matter where you are in Saigon, your stomach will always be full and happy, as well as your wallet.